So I hope you all are aware with the topic today we need to
Yes,
discuss,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So, please,
Production system.
right. It's a very interesting topic, and I hope that you all gone through the required slides and images. Okay, that need to be depicted while discussing the topics. So, Rajesh,
Yes, sir.
okay, I'm handing over this session to you. Please
Okay, sir.
start this session.
Sir,
Best of
Yes,
luck
sir.
to all of you. Please start.
sir,
Yes.
sir, roll number wise आपने बोला था ना सर.
Numbers
Yeah.
करना है.
Rule number wise, it's okay, very good. But voluntarily, if someone wants to give the his discussion, okay.
Oh,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So then he can and she can. Okay. So Rajesh, Gautam, so any one of you start first, and Rajesh, you should smoothly conduct the session towards the end, and Gautam
सर
will assist you
लेकिन
for
सर
that.
हम
हाँ बोलो.
यस सर
Hmm.
सर लेकिन हर फ्राइडे को जैसे हम लोग कर रहे हैं तो सब लोग तो पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर पाएंगे क्योंकि टाइम लिमिट तो 50 मिनट का ही है ना सर.
उसका भी मेरे एक से सोचा है, जैसे कि आज
यस सर.
सपोज कोई बाकी रह गया है, ठीक है,
हाँ सर.
तो क्या करेंगे, वो ऑल्टरनेट करेंगे, मतलब नेक्स्ट जो फ्राइडे होगा तो नेक्स्ट
हाँ
फ्राइडे
सर.
में वो लोग के साथ ये स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, ठीक है.
यस
तो
सर.
दिस विल बी गुड. आप लोग क्या बोलते हो इसमें?
Yes,
हाँ
sir.
सर. यस से ठीक होगा सर क्योंकि जैसे हम लोग गौतम है मैं हूँ साजिद फिर रॉबर्ट हम लोग ऐसे दे देते हैं 4-5 जन तो हम लोग दे देते हैं लेकिन बाकी जैसे हम लोग को छोड़ के और तो नहीं दे पाते ना सर. टाइम लिमिट खत्म हो जाता है ना सर.
हाँ, उनको
इसलिए
अपॉर्चुनिटी
सर.
नहीं मिल रहा है, तो ये कर सकते
हाँ
हैं
सर.
कि आप याद रखना कि कौन कौन ने
ये
दिया
सब मैं लिख
है और कौन
हाँ
कौन
हाँ.
नेक्स्ट. हाँ, तब सबको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल जाएगा.
तो
तो
लेकिन
ठीक है,
Sir,
सर
तो फिर
अटेंडेंस को देना पड़ेगा
हाँ,
ना सर ऐसे करने से.
हाँ, ये भी बात है, बट ये स्ट्रिक्ट करेंगे हम कि जैसे आज कितने लोगों ने कर लिया है पार्टिसिपेट, और
अच्छा.
नेक्स्ट जो हैं, ठीक है, उनको पार्टिसिपेट करना पड़ेगा, राइट.
हाँ सर.
सो इन दैट वे वी कैन इंक्लूड ऑल ऑफ देम.
सर सर ऐसा
या
करते हैं नहीं तो जैसे आज का क्लास में जो ज्वाइन है तो आप
हाँ
मेरे को सर पीडीएफ दे के मैं उसको उन लोग को अटेंडेंस दे दूंगा और जो सर
हाँ.
थोड़ा सा जैसे आज प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे हैं और अगले हफ्ते जो प्रेजेंटेशन देंगे उनको थोड़ा मतलब एक्स्ट्रा थोड़ा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज जैसे थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स देने
ऑफ
से
कोर्स
नहीं तो
वो
सर उन लोग भी एब्सेंट हो जाएंगे ऐसे.
राइट, ये तो है ही ना. दिस इज ए पार्ट ऑफ द एकेडमिक
हाँ सर.
करिकुलर. जो पहले हार्ड
यस
मतलब
सर.
आपका लेक्चर्स में होता था, वही चीज अभी हम ऑनलाइन कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. तो इसमें
हाँ सर.
ऑब्वियसली 10 मार्क्स में रखा हूँ, जिसमें वो पूरा थ्रू आउट द सेशन हम डिटरमाइन करेंगे. तो ओवरऑल 30 मार्क्स हम ये असाइनमेंट और ये जो एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज है, ये सबसे हम फाइंड आउट करेंगे, ठीक है.
यस.
सो यू डोंट नीड टू वरी अबाउट इट. इट विल बी प्रॉपर्ली इवैल्यूएटेड, ठीक है. फ्रॉम माय साइड you should have the confidence that I'll properly evaluate it. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
then let's start the session now. Okay,
Sir, roll number wise.
best of
Roll
luck to all of you.
number 1 start. Yes sir. Thank you sir.
sir.
Number 1 start the
Yes,
present.
yes. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
No. No.
Okay, wait. Now?
Something black screen come, but not your presentation slide is not coming.
अभी आ रहा है?
ना अभी भी नहीं आ रहा है, नहीं तो और किसी को दे देते हैं, फिर उसका नेटवर्क आने से
then
मतलब बीच में आ जाना।
okay.
अभी नहीं दिख रहा है।
Okay, you start then.
हाँ,
Okay.
रोल नंबर 2 तो नहीं है, रोल नंबर 3, रोल नंबर 4 अमलान
नहीं है, अमलान भी
गौतम,
नहीं है। हाँ
यू
मैं शुरू
स्टार्ट
करता
फर्स्ट।
हूँ। ओके ओके, आई एम स्टार्टिंग। हेलो राजेश, हेलो राजेश।
यस, हाँ, योर स्क्रीन इज विजिबल,
ओके
स्टार्ट योर
सो
प्रेजेंटेशन।
good morning sir and good morning everyone. So today's discussion on the topic is production system on this side. So myself Gautam Besha, I'm from Integrated MSIT System. So I'm now starting my presentation. So production system in artificial intelligence. So what is production system? Production system or production rule system is a computer's program typically used to provide some form of artificial intelligence which consists primarily of a set of rules about behavior, but it also includes the mechanism necessary to follow those rules as the system responds to states of the world. So the four types or the four classification of production systems is: first is monotonic production system, second is non-monotonic production system, third is partially commutative production system, and the fourth is commutative production system. So what is monotonic production system? It's a system in which the application of a rule never prevents the later application of another rule that could have also been applied at the time the first rule was selected. Then the second one is what is partially commutative production system. It's a type of production system in which the application of a sequence of rules that transform state X into state Y, any permutation of those rules that is allowable also transform state X into state Y. The theorem proving falls under the monotonic partially commutative system. Block word and 8 puzzle problems like chemical analysis and synthesis, which comes under monotonic but not partially commutative system. Although playing the game of bridge, which comes under non-monotonic but not partially commutative system. For any problem, several production systems do exist. Some will be efficient than others. Then the third one is non-monotonic production system. It is useful for solving ignorable problems. Those systems are important for implementation standpoint because they can be implemented without the availability to backtrack to previous stage when it is discovered then an incorrect path was followed. This production system increases the efficiency since it is not necessary to keep track of the changes made in the search processes. Then the last one is commutative system. It usually useful for problem in which changes occur but can be reversed and in which the order of operation is not critical. For example, the 8 puzzle problem. Production system that are not usually not partially commutative are useful for many problems in which irreversible changes occur, such as chemical analysis. When dealing with such system, the order in which operations are performed is very important, and hence correct decision must be made at the first time itself. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gautam. Next, anyone? Rajkishore? I think Rajkishore is not in the class. Then Himanshu? Himanshu is not in the class. Then Sajid?
Yes.
Can you please present?
Okay, so I'm presenting. Okay, my screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay, so good morning.
Sajid, start.
Okay. So good morning everyone. My name is Sajid and I am here to deliver a presentation on production system. So let's begin. First of all, brief introduction to production system. A production system is based on a set of rules about behavior in which knowledge is represented in the form of rules. So a system that uses this form of knowledge representation is called a production system. These rules are a basic representation found helpful in expert system, automated planning, and action selection. It also provides some form of artificial intelligence. So now, what is expert system? Uh, in artificial intelligence, an expert system is a computer system that emulates the decision-making ability of a human expert. Again, similarly, the automated planning. Uh, Similarly, automated planning and action selection is a branch of artificial intelligence that concerns the realization of strategies or action sequences, typically for execution by intelligent agents, autonomous robots, and unmanned vehicles. So in the next slide, there are major components of AI production system. These major components are a global database, a set of production rules, a control system. Now, what is a global database? The global database is the central data structure which used by an AI production system. The production system rules operate on the global database. Each rule usually has a precondition that is either satisfied or not satisfied by global database. If the precondition is satisfied, the rule is usually be applied. Application of such rule changes the database. Then class the control system then chooses which applicable rule should be applied and ceases computation when a termination condition on the database is satisfied. If multiple rules are to fire at the same time, the control system resolves the conflict. Now the classification of types of production system. There are four types of production system, that is a monotonic production system, a non-monotonic production system, a partially commutative production system, a commutative production system. So let's go through each points. A monotonic production system. Uh, it's a production system in which application of a rule never prevents the later applications of another rule that could have also been applied at the same time the first rule was selected. Now the second is the partially commutative production system. It's a type of production system in which the application of a sequence of rules transforms state X into Y, then any permutation of those rules uh, uh, that is allowable also transforms state X into Y. Theorem proving falls under the monotony partially commutative system. For example, block world, and 8 puzzle problems like chemical analysis and synthesis come under monotonic and not partially commutative system. Although although playing the game of bridge uh, comes under non-monotonic and not partially commutative system. For any problem, several production systems do exist. Some will be efficient than others. Now the third point is non-monotonic production system. Non-monotonic production systems are used for solving ignorable problems. These systems are important for man implementation standpoint because they can be implemented without the ability to backtrack the previous states when it is discovered that an incorrect path was followed. This production system increases the efficiency since it is not necessary to keep track of the changes made in the search process. Now the last one is commutative system. These are usually useful for usually useful for problems in which changes occur but can be reversed and in which the order of operation is not critical. Production systems that are not partially commutative are useful for many problems in which irreversible changes occur, such as chemical analysis. When dealing with such system, the order in which operations are performed is very important and hence correct decision must be made at the first attempt itself. So let's come to an example. Here is an example of the production system. Now the problem statement is that we have two jugs of capacity 5 liter and 3 liter and a tap with an endless supply of water. The objective is to obtain 4 liters exactly in the 5 liter jug with the minimum steps possible. So to solve this problem, we have to fill the 5 liter jug from the tap. Then again we have to empty the 5 liter jug, fill the 3 liter jug from tap, empty the 3 liter jug, then empty the 3 liter jug to 5 liter, again empty the 5 liter jug to 3 liter, then pour water from 3 liter to 5 liter, again pour water from 5 liters to 3 liters, but we should not empty it. So these are the process, but the steps are like the step number 184618 or 35372 So in this way, in this step, we have to solve this problem. Now it is possible to have other solution as well, but these are the shortest and first sequence should be chosen at as it has minimum numbers of steps. So this is the last slide. Thank you.
Thank you, Sajid.
Yes.
After Sajid, Susan.
Hello.
Susan, can you give presentation? Hello, Susan.
Hello. हाँ
Your
सुन रहा है.
voice is not coming.
Hello.
Yes, I am hearing you. Hello.
Okay.
Your voice is
Yes,
cracking.
yes.
राजेश. Screen visible है.
Yes, your voice is clear.
Your screen is also visible.
Okay, so my name is Sujan Paul, and today the presentation of production system in artificial intelligence. So what is production system? A production system or production rule system is a computer program typically used to provide some form of artificial intelligence, which consists primarily of rules, but it also includes the mechanism necessary to follow those rules as the system responds to states of the world. The major components of production system in artificial intelligence are global database. The global database is the central data structure used in the production system in artificial intelligence. Set of production rules operate on the global database. Each rule usually has a precondition that is either satisfied or not by the global database. If the precondition is satisfied, the rule is usually be applied. The application of the rule changes the database. A control system. The control system then chooses which applicable should be applied and seizes completion when termination condition on the database is satisfied. Multiple rules are the same conflicts. Production system in artificial intelligence. It's a production system in which the application of a rule never prevents the later application of another rule that could have also been applied at the time the first rule was selected. Commutative production system. It's a type of production system in which the application of a sequence of rules transforms state X into state Y. Then any of those rules will also transform state X into state Y. Theorem provides for under the monotonic.
Susan, are you in the what is
Hello?
production system slide or you are changing the slide? Hello.
अभी क्लासेस में. हेलो.
अरे स्लाइड चेंज किया कि नहीं किया, मतलब एक ही स्लाइड में अटका हुआ ना?
नहीं अभी तो तीसरा स्लाइड में था.
वो स्लाइड
फिर से
चेंज नहीं हुआ सकते. शेयर कर फिर से, दिखाई नहीं दे रहा. अभी आया.
अभी कौन सा स्लाइड में था?
एग्जांपल कंटिन्यू में दिख रहा है से. वो जो 5 लीटर जग वाला नहीं है, वो वाला उस स्लाइड में है क्या?
अभी नॉन मोनोटोनिक प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम्स अभी क्लासेस में है ना?
नहीं, एग्जांपल कंटिन्यू प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम का जो एग्जांपल नहीं है, fill the 5 liter jug from tap, ऐसे लिखा हुआ है ना, वो वाला है.
अभी हम क्लासेस में क्या करूँ, फिर से शेयर करूँ?
अभी उसमें क्लासेस ऑफ प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम इन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस वो वाला स्लाइड में है.
हाँ ठीक है.
हाँ.
So, non-monotonic production systems. These are useful for solving ignorable problems. These systems are important from an implementation standpoint because they can be implemented without the ability to backtrack to previous states when it is discovered that an incorrect path was followed. The production system increases efficiency since it is not necessary to keep track of the changes made in the such process. Commutative systems. These are usually useful for problems in which changes occur but can be reversed and in which the order of operation is not critical. Production systems that are not usually not partially commutative are useful for many problems in which irreversible changes occur, such as chemical analysis. When dealing with such systems, the order in which operations are performed is very important, and hence correct decisions must be made at the first attempt itself. अभी एग्जांपल पे है चेंज हुआ
नहीं हुआ रे. हाँ अभी हुआ.
So the problem statement, we have two jugs of capacity 5 liter and 3 liter and a tap with an endless supply of water. The objective is to obtain 4 liters exactly in the 5 liter jug with the minimum steps possible. So the production system will be, number one, fill the 5 liter jug from tap, empty the 5 liter jug, fill the 3 liter jug from tap, empty the 3 liter jug, then empty the 3 liter jug to 5 liter, empty the 5 liter jug to 3 liter, pour water from 3 liters to 5 liter, pour water from 5 liters to 3 liters, but do not empty. The solution for this will be 184618 or 353725535. These are the shortest solutions, and the first one is the shortest one. It is possible to have other solutions as well, but these are the shortest, and the first sequence should be chosen as it has the minimum number of steps. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Susan. After Susan, I have presenting my slide. Is my screen visible?
Yes, visible.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rajesh from 5th semester. I am presenting production system in AI and its classes. So, production system. A production system is popularly known as production rule system. Is a kind of cognitive architecture that is used to implement search algorithm and replicate human problem skills. This problem skill knowledge is encoded in the system in the form of title quanta, popularly known as production. And it production system consists of two components, that is rule and action. The rule recognize the condition and the action part has the knowledge. In simpler word, the production system in AI contain a set of rules which are defined by the left side and the right side of the system. The left side contain a set of things to watch for condition, then right side contain the thing to do. Then what are the element of a production system? There is three element, majorly three element. First is global database, then second is a set of production rule, and third is control system. First, global database. The primary database which contain all the information necessary to successfully complete a task. Means the information is kept is that what is the work we have to do. That information is kept in that database. It is further divided into two parts, temporary and permanent. First, temporary part contain information relevant to the current situation. Permanent part contain information about the fixed action. Then second, a set of production rule. A set of production rule that operate on a global database. Each rule consists of a precondition and post-condition that the global database either meet or not. For example, if a condition is met by the global database, then the production rule is applied successfully. Then third part is control system. A control system that acts as a decision maker decide which production rules should be applied. The control system stop computation or processing when termination condition is met on the database. The next slide, what are the classes of the production system. There are classified into four classes. First is monotonic, second partially commutative production system, and third non-monotonic, and last is commutative system. First, monotonic production system. In a monotonic production system, the use of one true never prevent the involvement of another rule when both the rule are selected at the same time. Hence, it enable the system to apply rules simultaneously. The next is partially commutative production system. In this production system, if a system of rule is used to change state A to B, then any allowable combination of this rule will also produce the same result. That is, convert state A to state B. The next is non-monotonic production system. This production system increase the problem solving efficiency of the machine by not keeping a record of the changes made in the previous search process. This type of production system are useful from an implementation point of view as they do not backtrack to the previous state when it is found that an incorrect path was followed. And last is commutative production system. This type of production system is used when the order of operation is not important and the change are reversible. Then advantages of production system is offers modularity. Sorry, I skipped the one slide. Some features of production system are simplicity. Then due to the use of if-then structure, each sentence is unique in the production system. The uniqueness makes the knowledge representation simple to the enhance readability of the production rule. Then second is modularity. The knowledge available is coded in discrete piece by the production system, which make it easy to add, modify, or delete the information without any side effect. Modifiability. This feature allow for the modification of the production rule. These rules are first defined in the skeletal form and then modified to suit an application. And last is knowledge intensive. As the name suggests, the system only store knowledge. All the rules are written in the English language. This type of representation solve the semantic problem. And advantages of production system, it already offer modularity as all the rule can be added, deleted, and modified individually. Separate control system and knowledge base, an excellent and feasible model, and imitates human problem solving skill, beneficial in real time application and environment, offer language independence. So thank you. After me, can anyone start? Roll number 13.
Rajesh, can I try it again?
Oh,
Andana. Yes, you try. Roll number 1.
Okay. Now can you see?
No, again black screen is coming. Andana,
Yes.
black screen is coming. Your presentation slide is not shown.
My network is so poor. That's why.
Okay then. Does anyone want? Roll number 13.
Uh, oh wait,
Was it?
सुन सकता है?
Hmm.
हाँ रुको एक सेकंड. राजेश आ रहा है?
Your screen is visible.
So good morning everyone.
Start
My
the
name is
presentation.
and the topic is production system in AI. What is a production system in AI? A production system in AI is a type of cognitive architecture that defines specific actions as per certain rules. The rules represent the declarative knowledge of a machine to respond according to a different condition. Classes of a production system. There are 4 types of production system that help in categorizing methodologies for solving different varieties of problems. Monotonic production system. In this type of production system, the rules can be applied simultaneously as the use of one rule does not prevent the involvement of another rule that is selected at the same time. Partially commutative production system. This class helps create a production system that can give the results even by interchanging the states of rules. If using a set of rules transforms set A into set B, then multiple combinations of those rules will be capable to convert state A into state B. Non-monotonic production system. This type of production system increases efficiency in solving problems. The implementation of these systems does not require backtracking to correct the previous incorrect moves. The non-monotonic production system are necessary from the implementation point of view to find an efficient solution. Commutative system. Commutative systems are helpful where the order of an operation is not important. Also, problems where the changes are reversible use commutative systems. On the other hand, partially commutative production systems help in working on problems where the changes are irreversible, such as a chemical process. When dealing with partially commutative systems, the order of processes is important to get the correct results. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ajit. Then next, Subham. I think Subham is not in the class. And Anshuman.
हाँ हाँ रुको मैं दे रहा हूँ. आया है स्क्रीन?
Yes, visible. Start.
हाँ रुको. Okay. Hi everyone, I am Anshuman. My topic is production system in AI. Production system or production rules system is a computer program typically used to provide some form of artificial intelligence, which consists of primarily of a set of rules about behavior, but it also includes the mechanism necessary to follow this rule. As a system responds to the states of the world, how the components of production system. Number one, global database. Number two, set of production rules. And number three, a control system. Now, features of production system in artificial intelligence. This is the diagram of production system. Number one, simplicity. Number two, modularity. Number three, modifiability. Number four, knowledge intensive. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Anshuman. After Anshuman, roll number 17, 16, 17. Okay, roll number 18.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Present.
Go. Roko. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. What is production system? It's a system which helps in structuring AI program in a way that it facilitates describing and performing the search process. Production system consists of sets of rule, knowledge base, control strategy, types of production system. Monotonic production system. Application of a rule never prevent later application of another rule. Rules are independent in nature. Partially commutative. It's a type of production system in which the application of a sequence of rules transforms state X into state Y. Then any permutation of those rules that is allowed to also transform state X into state Y. Non-monotonic.
These are useful for solving ignorable problems. Commutative systems. These are usually useful for for problems in which changes occurs but can be reversed and in which the order of operation is not critical. Advantages. Provides excellent tools for structuring AI program. Quite helpful in a real-time environment and application. Provides opportunity for historic control of the source. A good way to model the state-driven nature of intelligent machines. Separation of knowledge and control recognize X cycle. Disadvantages. It is very difficult to analyze the flow of control within a production system. It describes the operation that can be performed in a search for a solution to the problems. There is an absence of learning due to a rule-based production system that does not store the result of the problem for further use. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mosam. After Mosam, Abdul, roll number 19.
Is my voice audible?
Yes.
Okay, 1 minute. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes. Start presentation.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Silver, and my topic is production system and its types in artificial intelligence. So, what is production system? Production system or production rule system is a computer program typically used to provide some form of artificial intelligence which consists primarily of a set of rules about behavior, but it also includes the mechanism necessary to follow those rules as the system responds to states of the world.
Awesome. Can you please mute yourself? Awesome. Yes, start Abdul.
Okay. Types of production system in artificial intelligence. There are four major types of production system in artificial intelligence. Monotonic production system. It's a production system in which the application of a rule never prevents the later application of another rule that could have also been applied at the time the first rule was selected. Partially commutative production system. It's a type of production system in which the application of a sequence of rules transforms states X into state Y. Then any permutation of those rules that is allowable also transforms state X into state Y. Theorem proving false under the monotonic partially communicative system. Non-monotonic production system. These are useful for solving ignorable problems. These systems are important from an implementation standpoint because they can be implemented without the ability to backtrack to previous states when it is discovered that an incorrect path was followed. This production system increases efficiency since it is not necessary to keep track of the changes made in the search process. Commutative systems. These are usually useful for problems in which changes occur but can be
Abdul,
reversed and yes.
your slide is not changing. I think you present commutative system. The slide is in the monotonic production
Yeah.
system. Okay, please
Now?
check.
Now?
No.
हो चलो
Production system.
आदेश
Is it at commutative systems?
हाँ हो रहा है
दिख रहा है क्या?
हाँ
पता नहीं
कम्युनिटी पे है ना
Okay.
अभी हुआ.
I'm starting again. Okay. Commutative systems. These are usually useful for the problems in which changes occur but can be reversed and in which the order of operation is not critical. Production systems that are not partially commutative are usually useful for many problems in which irreversible changes occur, such as chemical analysis. When dealing with such systems, the order in which operations are performed is very important and hence correct decisions must be made at the first attempt itself. That's it. Thank you.
thank you, Abdul. After Abdul, roll number 20, Syed.
Wait.
Syed Abdul,
Uh-huh.
Sadir.
Hello.
Hmm.
Is my screen
Yes,
visible?
right, is visible. Yes.
Can I present this way or in landscape mode?
Your wish.
Hello, everyone. My name is Swet Abdul Muktadi, and I am here to present a presentation on the production system and its types. What is production system? A production system or production rule system is a computer system typically used to provide some form of artificial intelligence, which consists of primarily of a set of rules about behavior, but it also includes the mechanism necessary to follow those rules as the system responds to state of the world. Types of production system. There are 4 types of production system, and these are monotonic production system, partially production system, non-monotonic production system, and commutative system. The first is monotonic production. It is a production system in which the application of a rule never prevents the later application of another rule. Could have also been applied at the time the first rule was selected. Partially commutative production system. It is a type of production system in which the application of a sequence of rules transforms state X into state Y. Then any permutation of those rules reliable also transforms state X into state Y. Theorem proving falls under the monotonic partially commutative system. The third one is non-monotonic. These are useful for solving ignorable problems. These systems are important from an intent point because they can be implemented without the ability to backtrack to previous stage when it is discovered that an incorrect path was followed. This production system increases efficiency since it is not necessary to keep track of the changes made the search process. The fourth one is commutative system. These are usually useful for problem in which changes occurs but can be reversed and in which the order of operation is not critical. Production systems that are not partially commutative are useful for many problems in which such as chemical analysis. And such systems, the order is very operations are performed is very important. Thank you. Hello, this is Shobha.
Okay. After Abdul, roll number 21. I think roll number 21 is not in the class. Roll number 22. Can you need?
Yes.
Can you present?
Yeah.
Okay. Start.
Okay, after continuing, I think we need to stop. Okay, because it's already 12:20.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, can you your screen is visible? Can start your presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kenyuni Kepen. I'm going to discuss on the topic production system in artificial intelligence. What is production system? Production system or production rules system is a computer program typically used to provide some form of artificial intelligence, which consists primarily of a set of rules about behavior, but it also includes a mechanism necessary to follow those rules as the system responds to states of the world. Features of production system in artificial intelligence. The main features of production system include simplicity. The structure of each sentence in a production system is unique and uniform, as they use the if-then structure. This structure provides simplicity in knowledge representation These features of the production system improves the readability of production rules. Modularity. This means the production rule code, the knowledge available in discrete pieces. Information can be treated as a collection of independent facts which may be added or deleted from the system with essentially not deleterious side effects. Modifiability. This means the facility for modifying rules. It allows the development of production rules in a skeletal form first, and then it is accurate to suit a specific application. Knowledge intensive. The knowledge base of the production system stores pure knowledge. This part does not contain any type of control or programming information. Each production rule is normally written as an English sentence. The problem of semantics is solved by the very structure of the presentation. Classes of production system in artificial intelligence. There are four major classes of production system in artificial intelligence. Monotonic production system. It is a production system in which the application of a rule never prevents the later application of another rule that could have also been applied at the time the first rule was selected. Partially commutative production system. It is a type of production system in which the application of a sequence of rules transforms state X into state Y, then any permutation of those rules that is allowable also transforms state X into state Y. Theorem proving falls under the monotonic partially communicative system. Non-monotonic production system. These are useful for solving ignorable problems. These systems are important for an implementation standpoint because they can be implemented without the ability to backtrack to previous state when it is discovered that an incorrect path was followed. This production system increases efficiency since it is not necessary to keep track of the changes made in the search process. Commutative system. These are usually useful for problems in which changes occur but can be reversed and in which the order of operation is not critical. Production systems that are not usually partially commutative are useful for many problems in which irreversible changes occur, such as chemical analysis. When dealing with such systems, the order in which operations are performed is very important, and hence correct decision must be made at the first attempt itself. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanani. Sir, hello, sir. Sir, hello.
So with this,
Sir, your voice is not coming, sir.
Am I audible now? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes, sir.
sorry because of the network problem. Actually, it has been connected and disconnected again and again. Hello?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
audible or not? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
so today's session is very interesting. You guys presented very well, but those who left,
Thank you, sir.
uh, they have already been noted their names. So please paste the message in the group, okay, so that they can present in the next session. They will get the
Yes, sir. I
opportunity.
have already sent one message at who are involved in today's discussion.
Yeah, and those who left,
Yes, sir.
they need to be informed also. Okay. So thank you, then. Thank you,
Yes,
Rajesh.
sir.
Thank you, Gautam. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
We'll meet in the next session.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.